Welcome back to Patriot TV. We are talking in a general sense about where the economy is going. I want to underscore some data about the economy, and I want to do this in the general context of the new immigration laws that we have passed in the state of Arizona. For those of you outside the state of Arizona, you cannot appreciate how devastating illegal, alien, criminal invaders have been to our economy. The border between Mexico and Arizona has been penetrated by 130,000 people per month for the last 30 years. That's the best estimate. If you go online right now, where they have live webcams at the border, you can watch people, but trail by trail, you can see in a 24-hour period, 200, 300, 500 people on a single trail, and there are hundreds of trails coming into Arizona. That means thousands of people a day, 4,000 a day, 30 days a month, 12 months a year for the last 30 years. The Heritage Foundation in their most recent research says every single illegal alien costs you $7,000 more in tax benefits that you pay out than whatever contribution they make. The upside down, the net negative impact is $7,000. In the state of Arizona, we have between 600,000 and 1 million illegal alien criminal invaders. That means that we have between $4.2 billion and $7 billion in additional costs that have accrued to people like me and Quan, the taxpayers of the great state of Arizona. Currently, our budget is upside down about $2 billion. Next year, it's scheduled to be $4 billion upside down. We could balance the budget and have a massive tax cut if we just expelled those 600,000 to 1 million illegal aliens. And for those of you who take the loser line of we can't do that, there's no way to deport that many people, President Hoover deported 2 million illegal aliens. President Roosevelt, the darling of the left, deported 3 million illegal aliens. President Eisenhower, in the recession that was caused by the return of troops from the Korean War, deported 3 million illegal aliens. Adjusting for the size of the overall population, those would be equivalent to ejecting about 12 million, which is the official government figure, of illegal aliens. If you want unemployment, which is currently at 10%, U6, unemployment, underemployment, long-term discouraged worker is approaching 16%. If you want this to stop, you have to tell everybody who's an elected official in the United States that you are mad as hell and you will not put up with this. It's a pox on both their houses. The Democrats want to take 12 to 20 million illegals and make them into new Democrat voters. The Republicans want them to undercut wages and bring down the cost of labor. Both sides are wrong. Both sides are complicit in this. They have conspired together to absolutely rape the taxpayer of America. It is time to make it more painful for the Democrats and the Republicans to allow illegal immigration than it is to not allow it. What do we need to do? Number one, federal laws have to be enforced. I'd like to see a new federal statute saying if you are the CEO of a company and we find even one illegal alien employed there, you do 5 years, hard time in Marion, Illinois at the federal pen. Every single illegal alien working in your organization is another 5 years. Now, what do you need to do about the Democrats? You take Democratic politicians who survive on the votes of illegal aliens and you put them in jail for voter fraud. The most sacred right that we have sacrificed the most for is the right of the ballot. The idea that the Democrat Party, the modern Democrat Party, is surviving by doing what? Acorn survived by doing what? By registering illegals to vote, by doing every single thing they could to have people vote. The fact that the Democrat Party has stolen elections by using voter manipulation and voter fraud. The fact that Acorn, which is now dissolved and is going to reform as a new group, every time 15 or 20 Acorn workers go to jail, they go, oh, those are just bad apples. We didn't do it. It wasn't systematically our purpose. Look, I'm sick of being gamed. The Republicans haven't acted on the border because why? Because they want cheap labor. The Democrats haven't acted because why? They want new voters. a pox on both their houses. Nothing bad enough can happen to either group of them. As Americans, it is time for us to act like we love this country. Enforce the border. The most basic definition of a country is we have an enforceable border. In the state of Arizona, we are being invaded every day by aliens who are illegally in our country, and they are criminals. Go to immigration counters. Go on, search that on the web, put it in Google, search it, and go look at the webcams that show that army of young Mexican men carrying 100-pound bales of marijuana across the border. The immigration folks, the Border Patrol say if they don't have 500 pounds, we won't even charge them with that, we just deport them. If your kid had a backpack full of marijuana, what would the local police do? We are a country of laws. We can only survive if the law is enforced equally against everyone. It is time to put the CEOs in jail. The people who employ illegals have to go to jail, and the Democrats who encourage them to vote illegally have to go to jail. Take your country back. It is time.